Here's the thing though about the ghost when you have ghost stories, like when you're like in bed, how much of it is really what's happening and how much is it sometimes your mind can play tricks on you when you're half awake and half asleep? And I've had a couple of those. I've had a couple of those, and I might as well just share them now, and I'll put them in as a clip as well. Um, I had it one time. I was in a condo, a small little condo, and I was laying in bed, and I woke up and I heard noise in the living room, which was the next room over. And I'm laying there and I'm listening, and I'm like, "What is that? What is going on?" And I thought there was an intruder. And I'm
Mhm.
listening and I'm hearing the footsteps just as plain as day. And so then I start to, and I'm just about ready to get up to look, and I start to get out of bed, and I look at the doorway, and this uh ghostly woman in kind of almost angelic, almost like the Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of creepy creatures came came running through the door and ran around my bed, and I was panicked, and I was like trying to scream and I couldn't, and they have what's called sleep paralysis,
Mhm.
and I was like, ah, and then I woke up, and then it was gone. I always thought that was my mind playing tricks on me,
Mhm.
being maybe in the twilight, but it was so real. It was so real. And then I had another one when I was single, when I was divorced, and sometimes things can get kind of creepy when you live alone.
Mm. You've told me this
And I
story.
had one where I was having trouble sleeping, and sometimes I liked it when I'm laying in bed. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little creeped out, I'll actually put the when I was younger, I'd actually put the cover over my head. So I'm like laying there on the bed, and I've got my legs up, like kind of like like how you kind of create a tent where you've got like your legs up in bed, and then the blanket goes over your knees and then over your head, and it's kind of like a tent. I had the similar same thing happen where I was laying there, and I could swear I was wide awake, and I was laying there, and all of a sudden I start hearing sounds again in the room, and I think it's an intruder, and I'm like, I'm just gonna lay here and not do anything because I'm kind of scared right now. And as I'm laying there, and you can picture having your legs up with the blanket and that little tent thing, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Should I get up? Should I pull the covers up? And right as I was thinking that, it was like someone took their finger and poked down on the blanket and pushed it down like between my legs and my head, and it scared the crap out of me, and then I jolted, and then it was done. Was that a dream? Probably.
Was this
So
Let
at the
me
Orville house?
yes.
I think that that house was secretly haunted. There was some creepy things.
Why do you think
Just
that?
whenever I turned off, I mean, maybe this is just being a kid, but whenever I turned off the lights in the basement, my butt was booking it up those stairs. I mean, booking it up those stairs because something was just like, mm-mm-mm. Playing down there by myself, no thanks.